And these are pictures of Michael Owen at Carrington, having just signed for Manchester United a 2-year contract for Michael, who's 29, and we can hear from the England international now.
Michael, how does it feel to have signed for Manchester United?
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, it was only a few days ago that, well, I never even had it in my wildest dreams, really. So when I got the call from the manager to come around and meet him, it was a shock, but you know, obviously really happy, and everything's moved so quickly from then.
I know people probably don't need much persuasion to move to a club like United, but what did the manager have to say to you?
Well, we just discussed football really, and obviously, you know, the pros and cons of signing myself, and thankfully there was more pros than cons, and we just discussed football really, and then left obviously my agent and David Gill to talk about the rest. But from my point of view, was just wanted to talk about football and show me the paper I have to sign, and you know, I'm delighted to obviously have signed now. I
presume last season, at the end of the season, you didn't think you'd end up playing at Manchester United this season?
No, I mean, I've known in the past. I mean, I came here a couple of times as a kid. You know, I played in a tournament up north for Man United, and so you know, I knew Brian Kidd quite well. Obviously, met the manager, and even in the last few years, you always sort of speak to players and things, and I had an idea that the manager still sort of thought I had something, obviously. So I always cling to that hope that obviously that you know, he would ask me to come and play for him one day. So, but no, I mean, I've had a you know, probably a poor spell up at Newcastle, but prior to that, obviously my career was very good, and you know, I'm sure a top club like this can reignite, you know, my career, and obviously score a few goals and hopefully help the team to more success.
The fans will be desperate to know how your fitness is, because obviously we know you've had a torrid time with injuries in the past few years, but you've passed your medical, so I presume everything's all right.
I'd like to think that everyone was quite surprised in how my medical was. I knew I would pass my medical. I've obviously passed them before. And yeah, I mean, my fitness is fine. You know, a lot is made out of it, and a lot will probably come out in the coming weeks, months and years, but I certainly don't feel like, you know, I'm injury prone. I've had a lot of injuries since I was at Newcastle, but a lot of them, anybody would have got injured with someone jumping on the foot. There's loads of players, I could name half a dozen here probably, that broke the metatarsal, so, and that almost set me on my way to having a couple of injuries subsequently, probably because I didn't get that first one right. So, but prior to, I mean, I'm 29, I've played, you know, well, off the top of my head, I don't know, 500 plus games for at the highest level, for obviously international as well. So, you know, to play that many games, then I think everyone would agree that you can't be on the treatment table all the time. So, but it is my plan to improve on my injury record. I know the medical staff here are really highly thought of, so you know, hopefully I can work with them and make sure I'm available for every game.
You obviously know Wayne Rooney from the England setup, but how much are you looking forward to teaming up with him and Dimitar Berbatov?
Well, I am. I mean, there's so many top players here. Obviously, it's a very exciting time for me. I mean, you get the call that they want to speak to you, and then you sign, and everything happens so quick. And then as soon as you sign, then you think to yourself, wow, I've obviously got to start playing football soon as well, and with, you know, the players that you've spoke about there. So right throughout the squad, they're obviously a fantastic team, fantastic players, and that's why they've all won so much in their careers so far. So hopefully I can jump on the bandwagon and you know, help score a few goals, and obviously help us to further its success.
What do you hope to achieve here, Michael?
Well, I mean, it's such early days. I mean, I've not even well, you do consider it, because you think Man United, you automatically think, you know, winners, you think trophies, you think everything really, the stadium, the massive fan base, but until you sign, you don't really let yourself get carried away. So I literally signed about 10 minutes ago, so I'm no doubt I'll drive home in my car now, and I probably won't sleep at night thinking you know, of all the top players I'm going to play alongside, and obviously the the manager and the fans and the atmosphere at Old Trafford and everything else. So there's a lot to think about and a lot to get excited about.
You've obviously been to Old Trafford before, but how much are you looking forward to seeing those fans getting behind you?
Well, it would be lovely. Obviously, I'm not silly. I know there'll be sort of a few people sort of saying, you know, maybe the manager shouldn't have bought me, or well, he didn't need to buy me, but shouldn't have signed me and things like that. But you know, that gradually goes over time, and then as soon as the first game kicks off, then I can obviously do my talking on the pitch. So I'm really looking forward to obviously pre-season. That'll be good if I can get a full pre-season under my belt, and that'll stand me in good stead for the rest of the season. And obviously, yeah, once the season starts properly, then I'd like to just, you know, to start with a bang, and obviously help me settle in to my new career and new life.
Yeah, it's exciting times. You can see there, Maisie. He looks excited.
He does.
Can tell his demeanour is one of some very much excitement. Can't wait to get started. He mentioned all the great players that he'll be eager to line up alongside, and playing here in front of 76,000 fans. I'm getting excited myself. You can tell that he just wants to get it on.
Of course he does, and the best thing for him now, he doesn't have to wait long. I think the lads are back in on Monday on the 6th. So, you know, he's got the weekend to get over it, and you know, look forward to, and he'll be looking forward to training on Monday with the lads. It's fantastic for him.
I don't know what that was about, by the way. These fans who were lucky enough to just be at Carrington this day, some City shirts being signed by a United player.
Well,
Kids easily influenced, aren't they?
Yeah, it's great that he signs anything, but no, the main thing is he's signed for us, and
yeah,
like he says, you know, he knows there's going to be a few doubters out there who's going to doubt him.
it seems realistic, doesn't he?
He is, and he's, you know, Arthur touched on it earlier on. He is a level-headed lad. You know, he's not got all that travelling to do as well, which is a burden for him. You know, week in, week out, flying up there. But the main thing is a United player now, and he can look forward to well, hopefully a successful career at United.